Alright, I appear to be live. So we're just gonna draw some shapes. Today we're celebrating the 1st of September. Oh, that really... What? Oh, because it's pressure sensitive. Yeah, so I'm not used to digital art still. And I'm trying to learn how to use this. This does not respond very well to my pen. I think it's the tablet. It might need a new... Oof. That's just struggling a little bit. But yeah, so last time I didn't have any stabilizers. So some of my stuff looks a little rough and scratchy. It's down to like a normal size. Oh, buddy. Do the thing. This thing. Yeah, that way it's a normal. But yeah, I'm not used to digital stuff yet, so I'm learning as I go. Like, I don't even know what half of this stuff does. Like, I get the general gist of it. They have a little picture that tells you. And I kind of know how to use the stuff I've downloaded. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot better now. It's a little finicky, but it's nice that it's pressure sensitive. But the touch is off on my thing. Like, you guys can't see it, but... Oh, you can. So, like, it's definitely picking it up. Oh. Oh, I don't know what that is. That's not the button I wanted to press. Like, you have to be drawing. It's so finicky. I'll just keep heading this way. Oh man. It's like a specific spot on the tablet, I think. A cube. A cone. It sucks because it doesn't draw where I'm drawing. Maybe it's because of the stabilizer. Maybe weighted will do better. Yeah, that is immediately better. Wow. A pyramid. Wow. Excellent. Excellent. Alright. Fun times. Let's get some more color. She a little fuzzy, but she round. And that is, in fact, what counts. Yeah, this is a lot easier to use than when it didn't have the stabilizers. little person. She's a little rough around the edges, but should definitely set aside some time to draw hands. Hands are pretty solid. Like a square shape. Like a thumb. A fingy. A fingy. A fingy. And a fingy. Except these fingers are a wee bit longer. Theory connects to your wrist. Schmeaty thumb. And you got some lines. You got this line. Mine goes up like that. There's this line. Goes like that. This line. Bunch other random lines. Maybe they got a sleeve. Maybe that's actually a sleeve. Wow, very sleevey. Very schmeaty. Except I've got 2 rings, but I ain't drawn them. Here's a head. Let's see what else. Let me draw my bottle. My bottle's kind of cube shaped. Except then it's got a round. Round. Because I drink the cranberry juice. Very round. Cranberry juice. Juice. You can almost read that. But yeah, I'm drinking this. Wow, it's strawberry kiwi flavored. It's the best flavor. It's also supposed to be hydrating. It's got electrolyte magnesium. Oh, I didn't realize it had magnesium. That's why I like it so much. Magnesium helps me vibe. Let's see what else. Let me draw my little icebreakers tray. I keep icebreakers around. to help my stomach, because my stomach is always hurty. You use that shape for a tuna can or the lid of a jar. That did not go the way I wanted it to here. We can course correct. Course correct. Wow. Now it's like a little terrarium maybe? So all of this is like gravel. Ooh, I bet my handwriting looks great in here, and then rocks in your environment. It's like kelp from SpongeBob. Rocks. Maybe a stick. I like watching terrarium videos, but yeah, then you'd also see the round of the glass, and there'd be some really cool highlights. I remember learning how to paint glass. It was a lot of fun. Maybe for a stream tomorrow, I'll pull out all of my artwork. Like the stuff I'm really proud of that's in a portfolio case thing. I don't know. It's like a portfolio. That's the only thing I can think of. We made paper ones all throughout elementary school. I think we even made them after that. I don't know, but I have some really solid artwork in there. We can make pomme. Apple for those not in the know on French anyways. It's not that important. Unless you speak French or are going to be around people who speak French. I live in a very, very English speaking area with a low locality of that ever changing. So my knowledge is largely wasted on me, unless I'm doing something fun. But yeah, apples got like little shines, and they tend to be shaded from here. They're very shiny, and part of that is that they have a wax coating applied. Always wash your apples. But it's also just because that's how the skin is. I actually recently unlocked the apple pie addiction that McDonald's brings about. Their apple pies are really good. I'm actually really impressed. I'm sorry I keep looking over there instead of at the camera. I look at myself. And this is my drawing tablet's normally where all of my stream stuff is. Yeah, and then you'd layer in some colors depending on how you're drawing. I learned how to do apples via color pencil and also acrylics, although that apple is blue. They also have like a little bit of shading depending on the angle you're at up towards the top because of the dip down towards the stem. It also depends on where your light source is coming from. An apple. Oddly enough, it really does feel like I haven't lost much of my drawing ability these last 6 years. And that really, really makes me happy because I was a little terrified. Having just picked up digital art for one, and for two, I haven't even like really drawn or painted in ages. Something just happened on my main screen. I don't know what it is. But yeah, some of the things I plan on drawing over the next few days is probably going to be plants and animals mostly. Because I want to get used to drawing them. Because my goal at the moment is to create this cute witchy life sim. Like Stardew Valley or Story of Seasons. And I've been doing this while also learning how to code it all. Which I'm not like full new at coding. I learned basic coding over a decade ago. fun. Very cool. You know, ivy has a fun leaf pattern. I'm pretty sure it's similar to oak where it has the 3 branching. And they're very... At least the fake ivy that they sell in stores looks this way. And then it attaches to a vine. We do an orange. More red in there. Oranges are very circle shaped. And they have these little stem pieces. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. But yeah, I want to work on some basic shapes. Just because getting used to basic shapes is like key to understanding everything. And while I may not have kept up on making art, I have kept up on learning art. Art's not impossible to do or to learn. That's why I will never support AI artists. 'Cause like, it would be one thing if you could just like give it a vague prompt and it would spit out something kinda nice. But it's just art theft. And we do not support art theft on this channel. Which is why I will be doing art streams for most of my projects. So you know it's coming from a real place. Yeah. But yeah, I'm still getting the project organized, and once I have it more organized, we'll start working on characters for it. Right now, I want to do, like, frogs. Because frogs are kind of fun. There, that's my frog shape. It's got little frog hands. Little frog legs. Little butterfly man. Let's see what else. Pretty much everything from amphibians is gonna be that shape. It's like salamanders. They're that shape. Their bodies are longer. Got little hands and little feet. And axolotls. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I still have to figure out a lot of things for the game. But I think it's a much more solid understanding than what I've been going for before. So, like, it's a little easier to figure out what I'm doing. Ooh, maybe we draw a crystal. Here's a basic tower. Or what are they called? I don't know what they're called. Pillars. Like pillar candles. I've got a little Orby on my desk. Here, a little sphere. It's actually got like a crack. Because this is all like white quartz. And you can like kind of see where it ends. And then this is all adventurine. But I like it because it kind of like glows. And it just looks like it's got a lot more depth. It's not this green though. It's more of a blue green. Here. My orb that I ponder. Oh, it looks blue on that screen. I can't wait to watch this back and like check it out. So the reason it's doing fun things to my camera is because I have my camera is attached to a light. Like one of those lights that you pick up at Walmart. Wow. It's very blue in this light. I also have this little rock. Very yellowy green rock. Very see-through now that I hold it up to the light. I don't do this often enough. Citrine. Very important. And voila. Then this is a moonstone. And more. Wow. They're really fun in this lighting. But I have all my little crystals. Very fun. But yeah, it's in like a little holder too. So like, here, actually. More yellow. Less green. And it's got these little legs that come off. Got a little Pete's. I also have one of those, like, geode sheets. Where it's like... I've got all the shiny crystals inside. And then this is just cut rock. And they dye them different colors. Like, this one's fake, but it's holding on my other rocks, so I'm not going to show you. Ooh, I also have these little candies. Can you see it? They're Werther's Originals. They're caramels with maple on the inside. But I got a recipe from this lady off of Instagram for a pumpkin cookie that has them. Very cute. What should we draw next? I had about 15 minutes, then I'm calling it quits. Because I'm hungry now. And that means food, probably pepper steak. Here, we can draw a pepper. Here, so peppers got like bell peppers, look. The good ones you want, so if you want sweet bell pepper, you gotta get the one that's got 4. You gotta make sure they're healthy too. I'll have a little sticker on it. And that's got the PLU. Very important that you make sure you have the sticker when you go to the checkout so that they can just scan the sticker, because peppers are priced per, not per pound. So, if you make sure at least one of them has a sticker, it'll be easier on either your checkout lady or you, because you won't have to look them up. But you could do that with weighted items too at some stores. Oh man. But yeah, so we had pepper steak. So it's got peppers and onions, which look like this. I used white onions and I bought it pre-chopped. It comes in a little bin. There you go, chopped onions in a bin. It's got information on it. And we put mushrooms in. We bought them pre-sliced. So they look like this. And we got brown mushrooms. So they have they're brown all over. What else? Steak, obviously. We got New York strip because they didn't have any pre-sliced. Got like a meaty texture. The trick is slicing it thin. And the New York strip was actually surprisingly easy to cut, but a lot of the steaks that you get, you gotta leave it partially frozen to get it thin enough. I would have liked it thinner, but I was doing like 1/4-inch slices. Cooking is a passion. See, we had 3 different types of peppers. And then you add in like soy sauce and ginger and a bunch of other seasonings for flavor. I think Worcester's supposed to go in, but we were out, so I subbed it for balsamic vinegar, which turned out perfectly fine. It tastes exactly the same. But all of those came in, little bottles. What did I do? Oh, does that turns on that. Okay. So like this would probably be my umami seasoning, which is mostly made out of mushrooms, but it's also got like yeast in it and other very delicious umami flavorings. But the one that I used is a little spicier because it's got more of the red pepper flakes than the one that I was using. I used to use McCormick, but they don't have McCormick at my Walmart anymore, so we had to get creative. So there's a Better Foods, and then there's like a ramen seasoning in with the fancy Asian food. And that one's spicier, but that one's mostly nutritional yeast. It doesn't have mushrooms. Yeah, ton of soy sauce. I recommend if you're not big on salt, use unsalted. Then it's just soy sauce. Wow. And then the balsamic vinegar actually comes in a square buddy. With nice square labels. But yeah, and then I use powdered ginger. So probably a little pile. Powdered ginger. The important part is at the very end, you mix up in a bowl, or in my case, measuring cup, cornstarch and water. So here's my cornstarch. It comes in a little green box. Not box. It's made out of cardboard, that's why I said box, but it's actually like a little cylinder jar thing with a clear top. You mix that with water to make a cornstarch slurry, and it's important that you mix it with water because it'll clump. So you have to make sure you mix it thoroughly. Then you pour that in while it's boiling, and then stir that a bunch, and it'll thicken it into a sauce. That way you don't have to add other thickening ingredients. So like I used a spoon. Here's my spoon handle. And then once it's all boiling, you slice up some Roma tomato. Very important. When I eat it, because it's my favorite part. You make like a stewed tomato on top. They can be a variety of coloring. It's not super harmful if it's the weird color, but red is always best when it comes to tomatoes, just saying. And they sometimes got a little stem left over. But yeah, and then you just put it on a carb. We put it on top of ramen noodles. Which will come in a little brick. And they've usually got a bowl that's got the noodles in it. With some chopsticks. I actually got some Ghibli chopsticks. Well, I say I did. My husband bought me them. Because he is a G. But they're really cute. I really like them. I got Mononoke and Spirited Away. I got 3 Spirited Away ones. 1 Mononoke and what was the other one? Totoro. There was Fancy Totoro. Yeah, there's a little pack of ramen. But yeah, I just boil the noodles and then drain the water and then put the deliciousness on top. Very tasty, very top dollar. But when I was growing up, we do egg noodles. Because you get egg noodles real cheap. Very filling food. You can do a lot of things with them. And then rice. Rice is a very filler food. We have a 20-pound bag of rice. That is mildly stretched to its limits, sitting on my floor. And it sees a lot of use. Rice is a big food. Rice. Yeah, let's look at our little board, see how everything looks zoomed out. Wow, we drew some things. I actually feel really good about this. This makes me feel a lot better. I was actually having a hard time getting started. I was supposed to start streaming a few hours ago because I wanted to be in bed by now. It did not go the way I intended. But yeah, thank you, anyone who ends up watching this. I'll be posting the VODs on YouTube, so if you're watching on Twitch, you could go check out my YouTube. I'm just saying, it's pretty existent. Or if you're seeing this late, thank you for watching. There'll be other ones. I want to stream every day of September until I get a job. Hoping for a part-time job. I'm hoping that Jersey Mike's in my area opens up soon and I can get a job there. Because I don't want to go back to any of my old jobs. Because there's a reason I'm not there anymore. But it'll work out. Or hey, maybe this will take off this month. That would be cool. I think I would lose my mind if that happened. But yeah, thank you for checking out my art. Please stick around. I know I don't talk a whole lot until I do talk a whole lot, but I can be pretty interesting, and I can draw a little frog man. Look at that little man. He's very frog shaped. There will be more frogs. There will be mushrooms, probably more foods. The premise of the game is you're a kitchen witch, and you live in a magical fantasy land, and you befriend magical fantasy things, and you have like a whole garden and farm. Because it's like Stardew or Story of Seasons or insert knockoff version of those games. Story of Seasons is the OG. I actually really enjoy Pioneer Town, so we might play some this month. We'll probably be playing games Tuesday, Wednesdays, Thursdays. Since my husband has agreed to join me in streaming. But we'll see what happens. In the meantime, I hope you all have a wonderful day. And I will see you next time. Farewell.